Hey, what's up, everyone? So I figured I'm gonna be doing this a little differently. I know last time I posted, still haven't gotten much views, but I just did it as like a regular podcast, just me talking. I think I'm gonna change it, and I'm going to, unless I have people who are going to come on, I'll count that as like a podcast episode. But I'm going to do like individual topics. So like this one is going to be the first sports talk. Then I might do like a book talk or video game talk if I get people who want to watch and that's what they want to do. So yeah, so this is the first sports talk. I figure I'm just going to cover the NFL championship game weekend and the MMA, the UFC coming up this weekend. I do these off the cuff. I don't prepare for it that much. I just kind of put my thoughts on it, whatever I think. We'll just see how it goes. So yeah, so the first game I got on the pulled up on my phone. Um, the first one was the Bengals and the Chiefs. I picked the Chiefs to win. I thought the Bengals would make it good. I believe, if I remember correctly, I picked the Chiefs to go up ahead a lot, and then the Bengals to come back because the Chiefs do that. Um, they just have issues holding on. Their defense kind of sucks. Um, but yeah, so the Chiefs looked like it was just going to be domination. I don't even know what happened. Um, it just it was it was like 21-3. Bengals couldn't get nothing going. Patrick Mahomes was basically unstoppable. Uh, I just couldn't believe it. And then going into the half, the Chiefs got the ball and got it all the way down to I believe like the 2 or 3 yard line. And at the time, I was saying, punch that in, get the touchdown. They're not going to come back on you at that point. They tried, couldn't get it, but then they get the ball back at the half, and then I don't know, something went wrong with them. They just went cold. Bengals just fought their way back, get the dub. I couldn't. Joe Burrow, he is for real. I mean, I don't know what people have left to say. I kind of hated on him in the beginning just because he was LSU's quarterback. In his first year as LSU's quarterback, he was not that great, but he came around that second year and looked like the man. And I thought, maybe it's college. He's you don't know what you have. I got to see a couple years. Last year he looked really good, tore his ACL. This year, everyone knows what he did. He did played real well. And right now, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. They're in a good position. I like that team. But the Chiefs, man, I was rooting for Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, but I couldn't do it. They'll be right back next year. As long as you have Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid, plus Tyreek and Travis Kelsey, I think they'll be back at least in it every year. But I don't know. He's gotten some competition. The Bills, Josh Allen's not going away. You can't expect to win shootouts against him every time. Looks like the Bengals are going to be somebody. I think my guy Justin Herbert's going to come around. Um, Chiefs going to have some competition in the coming years. But on to the next game. The Niners Rams. I picked the Rams to win. Uh, I thought the Niners would make it good. I think in this one I also said watch the Rams go up and then the Niners come charging back. And I don't know, the Niners actually played better than them just about most of the game, it seems like, except Cooper Kupp, unstoppable. What can you say about Cooper Kupp? He's just that guy. I mean, I don't know if I have him as the best. It's either him or Devontae Adams, but those are the top two receivers right now when healthy. But no, I mean, the Niners, Jimmy G was making plays, I thought. The Debo wasn't really there. The run game wasn't really there, but he was making plays. Jimmy G was. Hadn't been turning it over that much at first. Um, and then, yeah, I mean, it kind of came down to I always, whenever I talk about the Rams and Stafford, I'm just like, they're really good. But Stafford will turn that ball over at least once, or have the opportunity. He'll give the team the chance. And right on cue, throws that ball. Dude had it in his hands, literally let it smack him in the face, and drops it. I mean, I think he said he's not gonna let that like define him, but he's gonna always carry that with him. I mean, come on, that just sucks. But I mean, Rams came down, they get it. Good kicker. Cooper Kupp had a hell of a game. Odell, he's looking like he's old Odell. Just I didn't think he'd do that, but he's every game I've watched, he's better and better, and he gets open because they're double teaming Kupp. For the Rams, that team's pretty good. Will they win it? I don't know. For the Niners, they got question marks because I listen to the sports stuff and people say that they aren't that sure on Trey Lance, who I think has potential for sure, but I don't know if Jimmy G ever takes you over the hump. Whereas if he's not turning the ball over, he can get you close, but it just seems like Jimmy G is not that next level guy. He's like average to above average, but he's a winner for some reason. Yeah, I mean the Niners, if Trey Lance plays okay, they could be right back. They have a good run game, always have a good defense and a good coach. We'll see what happens. So it's gonna be the Bengals and the Rams on the 14th. That's exciting. I'll probably post a video next week just to do like a little prediction and maybe talk about it a little more. Early prediction. I haven't even really thought about it. This is kind of me just hoping. I hope the Bengals win. Rams are going to be back probably. I don't know if the Bengals will. I mean, they could. Team's young, but I feel like the Bengals are just on a Cinderella run. But early prediction is that the Bengals win, and I'll just say 28-24. Close game down to the wire. Rams will have a chance to win it all. That's just early prediction. I'll post one later and talk more about it. But yeah, man, this NFL season and postseason has been good. I mean, the RIP Eagles, but the first weekend was a lot of blowouts, kind of boring. I think there was 2 games that were good, and I was just like, man. Everybody else said the same thing. Like, hopefully it's a little better. And then the divisional round, whew, that was good. Every game down to the wire. Like everyone said it. Probably the best weekend of football you'll ever find. And then the championship weekend kept going. So hopefully the Super Bowl stays good. Nobody likes a boring Patriots Rams Super Bowl. Hopefully the Super Bowl is good. I feel like it's actually going to get quite a bit of views just because LA, it's a popular team. And then the Bengals, I mean, I think this is their first Super Bowl since like '88, which is, geez. But no, I'm hoping the Bengals pull it off. It'd be pretty cool. They were saying Joe Burrow, he won the Heisman. He won, I think, high school state. He won the national championship in college. And I think the only other 2 people who've won a national championship and a state and the Super Bowl is like 2. I think Joe Namath and Joe Montana or something. So keep the Joes going. That'd be funny. But no, they have a really good chance. I mean, that offense can probably score on anybody. I think their downside is I don't think their defense is quite there, even though it's a little underrated. And their offensive line is not it. But they've actually, and against the Chiefs, they actually did okay. I think they outsacked the Chiefs, but that Rams D-line is going to be after him. I mean, Aaron Donald, what can be said? They have Floyd, Von Miller. I mean, those guys are just there. And then you got Jalen Ramsey. That defense is good at the Rams. So I feel like he might be running for his life a little. But with the guys they have on their team, he'll be able to throw that ball quick, get it out of, and just move down the field. But I guess that's it for the NFL. I think trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm probably going to post a video. I don't know if I'll do it next week or the week after, where I break down just like the regular season, my thoughts, kind of like some predictions. Cover the Eagles a little. The Eagles old head coach, Doug Peterson, got hired by the Jaguars. I don't know how well that's going to be because the Jaguars are just one of those teams. Doesn't matter who they have, they're not that great for the most part. But I'm a huge Trevor Lawrence fan, so hopefully they have some success. I like Doug. That's about it for that. I mean, there's the Brian Flores suing the NFL. Maybe I'll talk about that, but that one seems to piss a lot of people off all around. It doesn't matter what side you're on. If people watch this, I'll keep saying that. If I get people to watch, I'll pay attention to comments. People can post stuff they'd like to talk about, but it's all about if I can get views. I've only got like, I think on my other video I have like 7 views, and it's been up for 6 days. So I guess it's the beginning. Hopefully I can get some people. I'm working on like thumbnails and learning how to edit a little more so my videos look a little better. But I'm not used to any of that stuff, so we'll see how it goes. But I figure I can talk about some MMA. I'm glad MMA's back. So I thought about what I would do. I'll do like little picks and stuff, and then I don't know everybody on the upcoming card, but once I get to like fighters I know, I can kind of break it down a little more, I guess. Talk about who I think will win. But at least just for the guys I don't know, and I'll just do like a blind pick. It's what me and my buddy used to do in high school. We used to go to the websites and go to the fight card and just blindly pick who we thought would win, even if we didn't know, and we would bet money against each other and stuff. But yeah, so to start, it's UFC 200, Fight Night 200, Hermansson vs Strickland. Both those are good fighters. I'll start with the first prelim fight. It is Malcolm Gordon and Dennis Bondar. I'm going to go with Dennis Bondar. He looks like an Eastern European, and those guys seem to just be running it in combat sports. I think I've seen Malcolm Gordon, but I can't remember for sure. But I'm going to go with Bondar. The second one is Jason Witt and Philip Rowe. I don't know, I've seen Jason Witt fight a few times, and I'm just never that impressed. So I'm going to go with Rowe. I don't know him. That's who I'm going to pick. And then the next one is Hyalton Almeida and Danilo Marquez. I got to go with Almeida. Sounds Brazilian. Brazilians are normally always pretty good. Yeah, I really don't know those guys. Now we're kind of getting to some people I know a little more. Alexis Davis versus Julia Stoliarenko. I will go with Stoliarenko to win that. I don't know how. None of these guys I know how they fight that are low. But I'll just pick her because every time I watch Alexis Davis, I don't know. She can win, but who knows. And then Chidi Njokuani, who throwback, I believe I don't know. I don't know if he's related to Anthony Njokuani. Chidi Njokuani versus Marc-Andre Barriault. I'm gonna guess Njokuani because I think I saw him fight and I think he was pretty explosive. Barriault I think is supposed to be like more of a grappler, but I can't seem to remember. I'll bet Njokuani by split decision. Yeah, I'll bet that. Miles Johns and Hakeem Dawodu and Michael Trezano. Now that's a good fight. I've seen Dawodu fight. It's been a while, but I know he's pretty good. And I watched Trezano fight. I can't remember who he fought. He fought might have been like Dushko Todorovic, but Trezano looked good. I'm gonna go with Trezano. I don't know if he'll finish him. Probably decision as well, maybe unanimous. But that should be a good fight. Miles Johns and John Castaneda. I feel like I saw Miles Johns, but I don't know. I'm going to go with Miles Johns to win. He's got a better record. And I think I did see him. I just can't recall where. I bet he'll finish off Castaneda, probably TKO. Julian Erosa versus Steven Peterson. I have watched Erosa fight a few times, and I actually like watching him. It's pretty fun. I'm going to go with Erosa, probably decision. But Erosa can get sloppy. I think he'll win though. And then so this one is a rematch: Trayshawn Gore versus Brian Battle. They were on the most recent season of The Ultimate Fighter, which it was okay. I hope they kind of fix it a little. I don't know. I like the old Ultimate Fighters where they actually showed their interactions in the house. This one wasn't that great, but I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of Brian Battle, but he won. I mean, and he won his last against that Urbina to be the tough winner. But I don't know. Trayshawn Gore seems all right. So I'm gonna go with Trayshawn Gore to win that by TKO. He's only 3-0, but I think he's gonna win. His stand-up seemed like it was the best out of everybody in the house. Okay, now these guys I know a little more. Sam Alvey versus Brendan Allen. I don't even know why Alvey's still fighting. Probably just getting paid. I Brendan Allen I think is gonna finish him. Brendan Allen's a good fighter. He can get wild and he can get caught, but I like Brendan Allen. He's probably gonna submit Alvey. Might even TKO him. His stand up didn't look that bad last time I saw him. But Brendan Allen's winning that. Shavkat Ramanov versus Carlston Harris. Romanov's gonna win that. Watched him fight once. He was pretty dominant. I'm pretty sure he was. I never seen Carlston Harris, but Romanov's gonna win. He's a good wrestler. He'll win. Probably watch TKO. Okay, Punahel Soriano versus Nick Maximov. So I know Maximov's supposed to be hyped. I think he won on the Contender Series. I watched Punahel Soriano. Now he lost. Might have been to Brendan Allen. Uh, was it Brendan? I think it was. And Soriano hit like a tank and kept going. But he got tired in that fight. We'll see if Maximov can take the punches. I'm going with Soriano by TKO or KO. All right, the main event. This should be a good fight, hopefully. Jack Hermansson versus Sean Strickland. Hermansson seems legit, but I just don't know if he could ever win a title. I don't know if Strickland could either. Hermansson has a good ground game. He's not much of a stand-up guy, but his ground game's legit. Strickland has a really nice stand-up game. I don't think he has much of a ground game, but if he can keep it standing, I think Strickland's gonna tool Hermansson. So Strickland's a weirdo, but I'm gonna go with Strickland. I hope he pulls it off. I actually kind of like him. He's a little funny. He's a little crazy. I don't know if people would be his big a fan if he wasn't fighting, but I'm gonna go with Strickland by TKO. Probably in the third. I think he's just gonna catch Hermansson. If Hermansson can take him down, I think it's gonna go quick by submission for Hermansson. But we'll see if Strickland can keep it standing. He's a pretty good fighter. I mean, every time I watch him, he seems pretty good. Doesn't ever seem like his fights like he's gonna lose them. We'll see how it goes though. I mean, hopefully it's a good weekend. I haven't gotten to watch UFC like live in a little while. Been moving this week, so still not unpacked, but it's been a crazy week. But yeah, I mean, no football this weekend really. I'm not watching the Pro Bowl. I never think it's that good. They don't really try. But yeah, the UFC, I think that's going to be the big thing for me this weekend. So yeah, this is the first one. This is just going to be sports talk. Probably I'm just going to maybe in the title put down sports talk, NFL recap, and MMA prediction. So I think this is how I'm going to do it. Hopefully I can get like some buddies just to talk, whether on like FaceTime or get them on Zoom. And I could actually do like an hour-long conversation and do like podcasts that way once in a while. I don't know how often, but I think when it's just me, it's going to be this way. We'll see how it goes. If you like the video, like it, subscribe, tell me what I did bad, tell me what I did good, and hopefully I can keep doing this, and hopefully I get better at it, and I can start editing and get a better camera and stuff. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.